Hi Aquarius, this is Donatella, Empress of Swords. If this is your guys' first time, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, thank you guys so much for returning. Please always remember to like, to share, to subscribe. If this message resonates with you, please always remember to leave a comment. I always love to hear back from you guys, especially if this message is resonating. So as I start with your guys' reading, March is going to be a month where you're really analyzing your life. This is going to be kind of like the blueprint to what you're going to be doing for the next, I would say for the next 5 years, Aquarius. Whatever you're strategizing right now is really going to be a huge, massive change for you later on. I really highly recommend that if you want to maybe jot down your next 5-year plan, I really recommend this. I recommend that you do this because you might be sitting in autopilot right now. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you're kind of worried right now if you're using your intuition or not. I have the High Priestess in reverse. So it seems more like you're trying to do the right thing rather than what your intuition or your mind or your heart is telling you to do. Now, what it seems to me is that in the distant past, even if you were in a relationship or not, you always like the image of being single. And this is something that's very contented to you, because the reason why you're content to that is if you're currently in a relationship right now, you're thinking about your relationship, but you're also thinking, while you're in the middle of this relationship, every time that you're in a relationship, there's always outside forces that always have another agenda along with the relationship that you're in the middle of. So maybe you guys are possibly dealing with some in-laws, maybe even parents, maybe even your own parents. But there could be family members that are right in the middle of your relationship right now. In the recent past, I do see that this particular issue had possibly caused problems in your own relationship too, or caused problems with another Gemini, if it's a specific sign. Otherwise, if it's not a specific sign, it could have been family strife affecting your own relationship. And then in about a week from now, you're going to be realizing this and you're going to be wanting to work on it, because you're realizing that when you're working on it, it's getting you out of anxiety. The only thing is that you're realizing there's something else as you're working on it. So to me, it kind of seems like you want to get your mind off of it. So that's why you're working on it. You're thinking, okay, well, if I make more money, maybe this is what people need. Maybe this is what they want. If I pay for this or pay for that or put this together, maybe they'll be contented, and then I could get myself out of anxiety. Yes, it is kind of working monetarily for you. However, there is something else that is problematic for you, and that is not being able to speak up and say what you're actually internally feeling inside. Yes, you are working towards it. Maybe you're working very hard financially towards it, or maybe you're really thinking a lot on how you can work on it, especially a week from now after you see this. Aquarius, there's things that you're not telling your partner. There's things inside of you there's anxieties inside of you that you don't talk about. And part of it is because you feel like you're illusioned. See, there's something that you never really admit to yourself, and that is the negative memories that you had experiencing as you possibly while you grow up, or even in the relationship that you're in right now, or the relationships that you have with certain people. You don't explain to your partner why you go through hermit mode, but you put yourself in a position where you could be free, whether it's the type of job that you chose, whether it was the type of hours that you chose. But in about 3-4 weeks, or even just recently, in this time, you've done something subconsciously where you change your position where you can't be found. So whether you're hermiting yourself in a place of work where you're not sitting still in one position, or maybe you found yourself like a little cave where you could be separate to what you were doing from before. But this puts you in a good standing point where you're not having to feel like you're doing something mischievous either. Because that's something else that's also burdening, where you don't want to do something where you have to run away because you've done something where you regret. So you're also learning about that too. So there's 3 issues that are going on. There's dealing with compromising with family and relationship. There's also kind of trying to ignore your feelings, your own feelings, so in order to work on your family. The other thing is getting out of your own anxiety, but doing it in a way where it's not mischievous. So this is something that you're really trying to juggle, but you don't want to juggle anymore. You're going towards something where you can make a decision on. The only problem is that you feel like most of your resources are being kind of funneled out of you. So maybe you have a partnership right now where you have to give out everything, or maybe there's a family member that really needs you right now monetarily, but you feel like you can't escape for the moment. So Aquarius, I see that for the moment right now, there is a feeling where you want to rush something, but you know that if you go forward too quickly, it may collapse. You're trying to have some patience. There's someone that has actually sparked something inside of you. They've made you more sensitive, more caring, more open. And you and this person, you also feel the same about each other. It's like this whole, you've been transformed. This whole experience has really transformed you to the point that you're possibly, you were the type of person that would always consider, being independent before, but now you're really valuing the thought of partnership, either a partnership in a business or a partnership in a relationship, even going to possibly even feeling like you want to go to the next level. You love the idea of marriage. You're waiting on a specific moment. I think you're waiting on someone else. You're waiting for a tower to happen. So there's an issue that had happened either from you or the other person. I think that there's something that you need to get off your chest before you really consider this commitment. And you've been worried to tell your partner about it. There's something that you haven't told them. Aquarius, whatever it was, it really damaged you. Someone had really betrayed you a long time ago, and they made you feel very vulnerable. And this is something that you have never been able to express really that much. And it's like every time you've explained a little bit, but you never got to really explain how much. I don't know how to explain this. Like maybe your heart was really tortured, and there's someone that you really want to tell this to, and maybe you told them in little spurts, but they never really heard the whole story. And that's what's not allowing you to pull forward. You could be dealing with another fire sign, Aquarius. This could be like a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries. This person could also be a part of the anxiety that you're feeling. You feel like that you cannot express yourself sometimes around this fire sign. They're connected to someone. They could be also connected to someone that is very close to you, who is kind of like an empress. This could be a Taurus or a Libra, but this person is very financially independent. So there's 2 people that are around you right now that are giving you a little bit of an anxiety, but it makes you feel like your situation can't move forward because there's 2 women around you right now. Actually, 3 women. There's another woman who's also independent too. So I see a Libra or a Taurus. Then I also see a fire sign, and then I see a very independent foreign woman here. Okay. So there's going to be some kind of generosity coming out of each one of these ladies. Somehow, some way. You're going to see some, and it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be monetary, but you're going to see some kind of generosity coming out of each one of these three ladies. And it's going to be a huge benefit for you, Aquarius. Because what it's going to bring is it's going to bring, are you dealing with an earth sign? Like a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn? Because if there's three ladies that are around you right now that are going to help succeed another earth sign that's near you. They're going to help another person. So I don't know if there's a collaboration that you're working on. I don't know if these ladies know each other or what the situation is, but these three ladies are going to end up working on a project that is connected to a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, an earth sign. It's going to be some kind of business project that starts together. There needs to be a lot of strength when it comes to this, because it feels like it's a lot of wishful thinking, but it's really not. It's just if all three of these people could be very focused, then this earth sign is going to take this project very seriously. But it takes the collaboration of these three people and a lot of strength to pull through. They have to follow guidelines. They have to follow schedules. They have to work very well in groups. They have to be very diplomatic, and they have to be very respectful. And at the same time, I don't know why this is so important, but they also have to be fashionable, if that makes sense. There will be a celebration between these three people. I see them cheering together because there will be a success with a business entrepreneurship that they want to work on. The message will be delayed. Each one of these three people, they're working on something very special individually that has nothing to do with each other, but later on they end up collaborating because somehow, some way, these three puzzles connect together. But for some reason, the message doesn't connect to these three people to each other. But for some reason, you have the peripheral, I hope I'm saying this right. You have the peripheral view of all three of these people. And they don't have to be women, but I feel like it's a feminine energy. One of them will either be a Taurus or a Libra. The other one will be the fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. There's another one that's like a foreigner, like completely like from a faraway land, far from you. These three different people are working on three different special projects, but they're very special for what you're doing in your own business. They don't know each other, but for some weird reason, if they connected together, it would improve your own business. And they don't know this, but this is a message that you are holding back. And with this new business opportunity, the seed that you're planting in their head, it's bringing someone else into the picture. There's a delay. There is a delay of transformation because there's someone else that's coming into the picture that is also going to benefit you too, that you don't even see right now. One of these three people is bringing in, I don't know if it's a water sign, but it's someone that is very intuitive, you guys. It's either a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. But this person is brilliant. You're thinking that these three collaborations, if they come together, it's gonna be magic filled. But what you don't understand is that these three partners or these three people that you want to work with, they will be a success. But what you don't know yet, what you haven't seen yet, is that they're gonna bring in another male figure. One of these people knows a male figure that would really be a huge asset to you, that you haven't been introduced to yet. So this is going to open another opportunity of another person and a collaboration that you're going to be able to make that is going to benefit you a lot more that you haven't even considered yet. It's going to be extremely successful. A new idea is going to come where another leaf, it's like going to be another business branch that opens up. For example, if there was another office that you needed, this person is going to be planted there for you. It's going to be like this person was designed for everything that you ever wanted to be placed in that position. It's like this, it's like having your best man or your best friend, or it's like the best pick for your side help. And if this was like a family project or a family business, it's like to have the best man beside you for the best help, if that ever makes sense. You have to get that going before your love life gets better. I don't know how that makes sense to you, but it's like work and career and family life. It's all linked together, but it's disorganized. And it's all organizing. You got to get out of rest mode. There's this person that's moving very slowly. They're either a Capricorn or a Virgo or a Taurus. They're moving very, very slowly. And it could seem like they're coming out of a coma. You're actually going to light them up, and you're going to help them come out of their coma, because they're actually very enlightened. They're very sensitive, and they're very, they move very slowly because of how much of an empath they are. So they really like to take their time, and they like to scope out what is around them before they like to take the next move. But what you're going to do is you're going to be very awake when you see this person. You're going to know to take a leap of faith. If it connects, like if it has to do with business, you're going to know exactly when to take a leap of faith with this person. You're not going to wait at all. You're going to want to exactly work on the specific thing that you're going to want to work on. As soon as you meet these 4 different people, it's like these 3 different people that didn't know each other. Once you know them and they connect together, and then you run into the other water sign. It could be a water sign or earth sign. Somebody that's very sensitive, but moves very slow, and is very financially focused, but is very practical. Someone that's very, very practical. This person is going to get you out of an unstuck situation, and they're going to actually help your family collaborate together. And it's going to start with these 3-4 people. The only thing that's delaying you right now is just that feeling of like lack of trust. And honestly, if you're dealing with a Leo right now, they're going to start telling you not to, they might be telling you like, be careful. I think they are probably the ones that are feeling more untrusting. I get like either, or it's a delay. Like you're not allowing yourself to be happy. You're not having faith in your own project of what you want to do next. And it could be because of a fire sign telling you that you're not capable of doing it, or it's not going to happen, making you fear that you're going to go through betrayal. But what you're understanding as time flows by, when you connect by yourself and you start realizing, okay, wait a minute, this is literally mirroring what I was thinking and feeling. You start coming out of betrayal, and you're realizing all the opportunities that you have actual access to. You will actually possibly run into a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. And that's the person that's going to help you get out of betrayal. They're going to give some clear communication to you. And if it's not this person, it's going to be a lot of communication that you give to someone else that's going to clear a lot of stuff that you've been wanting to really talk about, but you have never been able to talk about. And it's going to really free you. Once you're able to express really what is going inside of you, that's when the other person that you're dealing with is going to really open their heart. It's just been really taking you to express yourself, to say what's going on, and then that message will get across. Once it gets across, there's this unlimited amount of love just overflowing like water, like from your cup, where it's just overflowing into like not just a river, but like pretty much a beach, ocean. That's how much love you're going to feel. Because it's not just through yourself, through your partner, through your family. It's just everybody. It's overflowing. And I see you wanting to help everybody. And because I see you as a humanitarian. You are someone that is really, really wanting to help others. I really see that, Aquarius. But it's going to take you to realize that there's no fear, really. That you shouldn't have fear stop you from doing what's right for yourself. And once you realize that what you're doing right for yourself is the right thing to do, that's really what's going to take you to that next level. And it could be that a Libra or an Aquarius or a Gemini frees you. They just by communicating this to you, just by telling you, hey, if you can balance this all out, you're not a bad person. If you could tell the truth, that's what matters the most. Okay? And I hope this helps you feel more supported. I hope this helps you feel like, you could take on the world in a healthy way. And that if you are challenged, it only makes you better. All right, Aquarius, this is going to be your March reading for 2021. If you guys like this message, please always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And I love you all. And hopefully I'll see you guys again next month. Talk to you guys soon.